Right. Wow. First time chatter, you are Martin7885. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. There's the music. You're just in time. We're just getting started. Sit back, relax, enjoy the music as we're getting ready. Last few minutes as we let the Crimson Assassin powder their nose. Lord knows, I need to get some makeup on this face, adjust the contrast, and fix some of that distortion. We'll be with you guys momentarily. Don't go anywhere. Perfect. I love it when that works out that well. Welcome in, welcome in. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome, you fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people. I hope you're ready because it is time. That's right. It is that fabulous time again. It is Talk Tuesday time. And oh, do we not have somebody special on the books tonight? Oh, we absolutely have somebody amazing on the books tonight. Tonight's special guest, if you're not ready for this, because Lord knows if you're not ready for it, I don't know who's not going to be ready for it because I think we're all super excited about it. We've been excited about it since we found out we got them signed up on board of this months ago. Tonight's special guest is a variety streamer who is an expert at looping killers in Dead by Daylight. This individual has the skills to pay their bills with their t-shirt merch or your very own Grim special coffee mug. It's certainly a hard sale when they take to the high seas, from horror to comedy and some questionable choices in between. This Elden Ring queen has come to make the scene, or if Ghost and Ghouls is your forte, then you should catch them as a regular star on the Ghost Birches team. Their ability to sweet talk the ghosts into killing others, or their ability to ignore their companions who are sitting in ghost form, bar none, is the best you'll ever see. Their preference is to always come out on top, but never are they late to a finish. I present to you the delightful and chaotically giggly. That's right, tonight's leader of the pack, the one, the only, the Crimson Assassin. Crimson Assassin, welcome to Talk Tuesday.
Gasp, hello, it is I.
Already giggling. How you like that? Started it off right.
I couldn't fault a single thing.
I do my research. I work hard at these things. Are you kidding me? I don't make these up on the spot. I do some research behind these introductions. Creme! Welcome in, Foxy. Yes, the raid came in just in the right time. That they split the intro scene, which was lovely. So it all kind of just finished up where it left off at, which is marvelous. We love to see it. So this is Talk Tuesday. For those of you new around here, gasp. We've only been doing this for over a year now. God, that's a struggle bus to put my head around. But for those of you new around here, what happens here on Talk Tuesday is we're going to sit down. We're going to ask Krim a whole load of questions. We're going to get deep into the lore of the Crimson Assassin. So there is a redeem down in the channel points. It's one little point, and you can ask any question you want. As the questions come in, I'm going to act as a primary filter. So, Krim, you don't worry about trying to catch all of the questions. Some of the questions that come in, we're just never going to answer because they don't need an answer, or they may dox you or something to that effect. So that's kind of why I feel check these questions ahead of time. And sometimes Zoda likes to come in here and sneak the credit card. Zoda, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's all you get. The rest is out the door. Sometimes we'll get some really stupid questions too, and I'll make fun of them. You're welcome to jump in on that and make fun of them as well, or you can tell me that I've gone too far and behave, Nori, and I'm sorry. It's okay. All that aside, if we do happen to manage to get a question through that you do not feel comfortable answering, you are welcome to say no. And we will skip it like it never happened, and we will blip and move right along. Yeah, that's pretty much the ups and downs of it. Exclamation puzzle in chat will get you a link to the puzzle. We know that there are tons of people dying to get started on it. We have one extra special picked out for the Crimson Assassin. So with all that said and done, Krim,
Yes.
are you ready?
I am as ready as I could ever be.
Well then, welcome to Talk Tuesday. We are officially live.
Take pleased to be here. Pleased to be here.
Smash, did you know? I know a lot of things. I don't. You have to be a little bit more specific about that. So we have a couple questions that we normally start out with, and we're gonna get you started on one of them. And that is, what was the impetus? What caused you to decide one day turn on a stream and go, you know what? I'm going to stick my face out here. I am going to be this chaotic Crimson Assassin in front of everybody else that I usually am in my day-to-day life. Why did you start streaming?
I don't actually know. I remember it being COVID, and I had a Apple Mac, and it was there for a whole for art. And then I was like, oh, I can play Sims. And then I found Twitch, and I was like, oh, I can stream Sims. So I tried that, and then I found out you could also stream on PlayStation. So on like my PS4, I was streaming Sims and Call of Duty Modern Warfare and stuff, but it was very on and off. It wasn't really something I was being like, yes, let's do this, until like May of 2021, where I found people through TikTok, and they were encouraging it a lot more, and I was like, oh cool, okay. So I was playing with them a lot, and then I started finding random people online that were more encouraging to it, so then I stuck with it.
So it was just something you just on a whim, you just kind of went, you know what? I'm going to be the gorgeous Krim for everybody. And just
it was very much COVID. What do I do? Oh, I'll just do this.
You know, surprisingly, I think COVID had kicked a lot of people up to start streaming. It would not surprise me to find that a lot of people started streaming because they wanted that human interaction. Yes. And you know, when you're locked up inside the house with your siblings, your aunts, your uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your grannies, your grandfathers, your mothers, nephews, neighbors, second cousin, twice removed. Well,
Bring the whole party in.
just I don't want to deal with these people anymore. It becomes a thing, right?
Yeah, like it was very, very lonely. It was me and my freshly born child, and that was it, and a house. So I was like, I need social interaction with somebody.
No regret since hitting the streaming scene.
No, not once. No, this year has been like the peakest, I think, for me and my channel.
The peakest.
Yeah, the most people I've had around me, the most friends I've made, and the more groups I'm having to rotate between. It's not just me and like one other person anymore. It's like me and like, everyone else being like, "Do you want to play?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, yes."
Find your dance cards filling up pretty quickly.
Yes. Yes.
I see that's not necessarily a bad problem to have.
No, not at all.
Now, is that something that you've gotten used to, or is it you're still trying to reconcile that?
Maybe trying to still figure that bit out. Everything constantly changes, and I'm like, Jesus.
Well, that's the nature of the internet. I mean, everything changes on the internet. Like, you don't like something, give it 2 seconds, it'll change.
Oh yeah.
I think that's kind of like the world that we live in when you're online all the time is a constant shifting world. But now, that's an interesting enough name, the Crimson Assassin. Why?
So when I was 11, 12 years of age, my older brother he had a girlfriend who had a tag, and she did a lot of art, and I liked her tag and I liked her art, and I was being taught how to draw at the time, and she helped me make one. She was like, find your favorite thing and whatever. So it came up with Crimson Assassin because at the time I was very, very much addicted to Assassin's Creed. And my favorite color is crimson. So I was like, well, to put 2 and 2 together, well, bam. So I went as that for like.
Well, bam.
Well, bam, you know, well, bam. Boom, the Crimson Assassin. Boom.
Well, bam.
Before, didn't start using her as a tag until I made her a person. So she was a whole person by the time I was 14, 15. And then started signing my name with it. And then started putting every handle I ever had as the Crimson Assassin. And then I can't remember who it was. I think it was like in a roleplay group or something that someone gave me the name Crim. And then it kind of stuck.
Yeah, see, as long as I've ever known you, you've been Crim.
Yes.
Which I literally just assumed it went Crim. Well, so for me, like, online names are generally 3 to 4 letters long, and they're usually sliced off in your name somewhere along the way.
Yes.
So when I heard Crim, it didn't faze me any at all because, you know, Crim is the first 4 letters in Crimson. Makes sense. I'm good. Like, I didn't even question it.
Yep, just Crim. People who know me from Twitch is Crim. People who know me from anything but Twitch is Moon.
Yeah. Now, has that been a struggle for you to keep the two separate?
No. You
No.
could chat my name halfway across the room, either Moon or Crim, and I will turn my head.
Well, there you go.
It's just boom, hello. How can I help?
Hello there. Hello. Nice to meet you. Okay.
You say my name, hello.
Say less. Say your name. Okay. The Crimson Assassin.
That's when you full name me, and I'm like, shit. Fuck did I do?
What? So you're not. So what you would say is you're not used to people referring to you by the full name. You definitely go by Crimmy more often than not.
Crimmy is a new thing that was given to me at the start of the year by the Minkies. So that is very, very new. And I'm like, whoa, I feel privileged. A new nickname. No one's done this before.
Well, okay, so like again, for me it's like, okay, Crimmy, like Crim becomes your actual name, right? From the Crimson Assassin down to Crim, that becomes your nickname moniker, and then Crimmy is just the nickname version of Crim.
Yeah.
It would be the same as like, you know, Timothy becomes Tim becomes Timmy.
Yes.
So that all of that makes perfect logical sense. I'm just kind of curious where. So the Minkies kicked off Crimmy. So who kicked off Crim?
I think it was someone in a roleplay server that I was in as a teenager to do with Corpse Party.
Aha.
I think. Because it was a very, very long going thing to a point where, like, when I was, I think 15, I wrote a 4-chapter book on Crim's lore. Crim has lore, by the way.
Crim's lore.
Crim has lore. And I don't mean me, I mean Crim. She has lore. But even in that, like, I found it the other day and I was looking through it, and even at that, I was still referencing her as Crim. So it was somewhere between 15 and 14. Someone had given that to me and just shortened it right down and just went, oh, you're Crim. And I was like, well, I'll take that.
It's kind of chopped you off at the kneecaps there.
Yeah, just there you go.
Doesn't do you a whole lot of good. My understanding is you're not very tall to begin with. So if somebody takes you out at kneecaps, they're really doing you.
You take me at the kneecaps. I'm as high as, I don't know, like half the back of someone's gaming chair, probably. Took my kneecaps.
You take her at the kneecaps. We have midget Crim.
Midget. I'm in the same size as like a mid-sized dog on their hind legs. I try halving a like 5'2" person.
I now have the image. Well, your PhD tuber is not doing you any good because I've now got the image of a Crim poodle now just running around.
Oh my god! I think a poodle's a bit too big. You need to go a little lower than a poodle.
That would just make you a toy poodle. It's fine. It works.
Oh god.
Well, the bobs on
cut me from the hip off. I'll be a micro pig. You know, one of them little tiny things. I'm now imagining that.
Yeah, go ahead. Try to get that one out of your head now. You're welcome.
Fuck.
That one's good. I enjoy that one. Yeah. Okay, we have a couple of questions. We'll get you started with them. Hermes Rose says, Smash, did you know? Which Red Fox Heritage followed with do you know? So, Smash, did you know and do you know?
Do you know the Muffin Man? And
I do know the Muffin Man.
Question mark. I need more context, guys.
No.
The Muffin Man.
You know. Okay, who started the smash?
Me. I'm pretty sure. I didn't start the pass, but everything was smash. And I don't think I knew how to get something. I think it was between me and AJ and Danny on Lethal Company. I think I started saying it, and AJ then started saying it more. So then I started saying it more. So I think it was a me and AJ thing that started it, and then we all just kind of just started going smash. When we didn't know how to say anything, it was just a smash.
So basically, run out of words, smash.
Yeah, smash.
Brain stop working, smash.
It was just you'd run up to somebody and you'd be like, smash. And it could mean anything. Like, I think it began as Johnny Depp, smash. Like, tap that. And then slowly moved into just a positive thing. It doesn't even have a meaning anymore. I think it's just positive. It's just you, smash.
I see.
Spaghetti, smash. Yeah, and then Sea of Thieves, smash. Oh, that fit pirate over there, smash. In what way? All the ways. Smash spaghetti. Mum's spaghetti. Knees weak, arms are heavy. And all that.
Arms are heavy, mom's spaghetti. That was... It was so good. Welcome in. If you're new around here, this is Talk Tuesday. Our special guest tonight is the Crimson Assassin, aka Crimmy, aka Moon.
Hello.
If you don't know who they are, they're the lovely PNG tuber you see over here on the right-hand side of the screen. They're the ones that look like a poodle when we take out their legs. I'm going to stick that one on you.
I feel like this needs to be drawn.
Well, Foxy has the fox. Why not Crimmy had a poodle? Crim's toy poodle.
A mascot poodle.
We could change it from a poodle to a coodle.
Height comparison. Got no kneecaps, poodle. She's feisty, brings out poodle.
Exactly, right, Foxy? It works. I enjoy that word. I'm like that just became a new favorite word now. That's a coodle.
A coodle.
That's right.
I like this. A coodle.
Crim approved. Okay. Done. Stamped. Sold. Going out the door.
Next.
Next week on Coodle Assassin.
You're gonna have to draw that. The fucking logo of a bloody a poodle, and then have a knife or something with it, and underneath it the Coodle Assassin.
The Coodle Assassin. It's gonna rub you out. Look at it. You can always tell it means business. That tail's just a wagon.
Downside, no kneecaps. What's wrong with it? No kneecaps.
Just put a head down there and they're just getting flopped to death by that fuzzy tail.
That's what gives me the height. It's the tail.
Oh, that's exactly what you want to say. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're trying to figure out what's going on, it is Talk Tuesday. This is our normal shenanigans. It's not going to get any better.
It gets worse from it.
I still got this poodle in my head. The word poodle is accent, and it's just standing over top of a dead body, and that tail is just beating the dead body to death. Whap, 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 whap. I get good.
I got him, guys. I got him. I got him. He's not getting up. I've got him.
Right, just sitting up there on its back legs, begging for the treat.
Yeah, with no feet and just little kneecaps. Just you know those freaking, the cats, the really, really short cats that are literally just like fucking body and then feet.
Yeah.
That but a poodle.
Yeah. That's your Koodle assassin. That's exactly what it is.
Get those ankles. I can't fucking stop laughing.
It's far too early for you to be broken this bad.
No, you know when you're broken when I'm on the floor and shouting from below the desk. I can't breathe.
I mean, shouting from below the desk. If you went underneath the desk, we'd never find you. We'd have to send a search party.
Fucking Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Wouldn't be Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It'd be Honey, I Lost the Assassin. What happened to
Real
them?
life grounded.
They went underneath their desk. They're just gone. Gone.
They're gone. With the dust mites somewhere. Do not get the Hoover out. She's still running around.
Oh, yeah, get the Hoover. Oh. No, I can't say that. Nope.
Jesus. To know.
No. We're gonna move. We're gonna leave that one alone. We're just gonna move on. It's just fine. I promise. That one doesn't need to. No, that one doesn't need to see the light of day. That's just fine. No.
Oh no.
I promise I am doing everybody a favor at this point.
Restraining yourself from putting cursed images in people's heads.
Yeah. I'll let you put the cursed images in people's heads. It's just fine. Ordinary Clover would like to know, have you read Hulk 2003 movie, the book adaptation? It is genuinely good.
No. I've seen the Marvel stuff. Like, watched all Marvel things, but not read any. If that helps.
I didn't even realize they had written a book around that particular movie, so there you go. So I definitely haven't read it.
The more you know.
The more you know, the less you really want to know. Quick, sick the poodle assassin on him. Let him get poodled to death.
I'm trying to picture a poodle sat. Oh my god, sorry. I'm trying to imagine a poodle sat on like an armchair with a bunch of comic books trying to turn the page, but the paws are too short, like a T-Rex, and they're just like flopping over the side of the sofa all the time because they can't freaking reach the book to turn the page.
Well, that would definitely be a particular problem. When I don't have to have the solution for it, thank God. There's your problem to deal with. To answer your question, Carmine, what you missed is we talked about how ridiculously short-sighted it was that we had missed out on an obvious joke regarding Krim's current PNGer and how closely it resembles a poodle. Did you say that's about right? I'd call it close.
Hashtag. We need a hashtag for this. The Koodle is real. And there's another one for the Talk Tuesdays. Now, do you normally go out your way to read books on movies, or is that just not a thing that you do? I read a lot of books. I love books. Books are great. The only books I've read that are with movies, but it's always the book first, then the movie, or it's gonna get weird. Is
I think we're about half hour past weird.
My kind of weird. It's The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and I don't know if you can it, but anything like Disney but twisted. So like the Alice in Wonderland, but absolutely fucked up. They're the only things I've read that are similar or have movies.
I see. So we say the adult version of Disney's?
What kind of adult versions now are we talking about?
I don't know. I would something that's definitely not Disney related. That's for sure.
Now the books I have, Dory.
I feel like I just opened a big can of worm here. Get ready, folks.
I have horror. I have romance. Can't I leave that out? Saucy books. There's a whole collection. Some are
including. Have you been reading
Disney.
To Carmine? Is this the problem? Are we like
I've said a few quotes.
Trauma points for Carmine?
Yes. I read like a page from Hook, which is a spicy version of Hook from Peter Pan that does include Wendy and Peter Pan. And I read him a page, and I think I sent him away shocked and traumatized.
Shook and traumatized. Wow, you got a twofer on that one.
Yup. That's what happens when you break the innocence.
Can you really break innocence? I think once you cross into adulthood, you're, and even before then, I don't know about the rest of everybody else, but like I lost my innocence young.
I think mine started around 15, 16, and then all the jokes just started pouring out of my mouth at like 19, and they were gone. They were just... Well,
that sounds rather painful.
Yeah, to pull them out like those clowns do with tissues out of their mouth.
Well, I mean, you just kind of went... I'm like... that doesn't sound pleasant.
When you don't know how to word, use sound effects. It helps, I think.
Possibly.
Not in every situation, though.
I find that if I don't know how to word, I'll just, over stress a word. And then it just sounds better. So, it's like, I need something to go along with this. Amazing. Right, there we go. Works like a charm.
Amazing.
Just overstress it. It's fine. Percy would like to know, what is your favorite hot meal?
Ooh, that depends. It all depends. I go on like weeks of an obsession food. And I don't know if that's the ADHD or the autism, it's one of them. But I will start on one, I'll eat one food. If I really like it, it'll be that one food for the whole week. And then I will never touch it again. So, what was the last one I was obsessed with? Noodles.
What
And then
kind of
before
noodles?
noodles, like any nudes, I will take them.
Now, let's.
Wait, as in the food noodles, shortened down to nudes that I stole from AJ. Not. Hang on a minute. Not what you think. Nudes with a Z and not an ES. With a Z. Give me them nudes. The amount of times I've had to like explain that to my brother or something where I've gone, I want nudes, and he's looked at me and gone, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, wait.
Well, you gotta understand, as a guy, if we just started running around, I want nudes. Do you know how quickly we get locked up?
Yes.
Like, not only just like locked up, but like banished into some dark corner of the internet somewhere. I'm like, no, you creep.
That's like if you walked into a shop, right, and forgot that you were talking to staff, went up to some random staff member and went, where's your nudes? No context, just, I want some nudes.
Yeah.
Where are your nudes?
Yeah, go ahead. Try that. No. Oh. Yeah. Welcome in. We are currently interviewing the Crimson Assassin, who's currently telling us about their latest fetish into nudes.
I'll eat them anywhere. I'll carry them everywhere with me on my phone, in my hands.
You'll hoover them up?
I'll hoover them up. No, can't say that.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Take care, Liam. We'll be here. At least for the next hour. For the next couple hours still. We are just getting started. We are just getting started. Scratching the surface. Scratching the surface of this fascinating discussion on nudes. Do you like them hard? Do you like them limp? Sticky? Soft?
I do like them soft and floppy, a little bit warm with a little bit of spice. You know, I can't be able to taste that in my mouth. The wetness just comes with it, you know. It's
Context is everything.
Now this is how you sell noodles, guys.
You know, when you got it, work it. Are you okay over there?
Yes.
Now, do you have a favorite sauce? Do you like your nudes saucy?
Well, Nori, I like my nudes with a bit of sauce, yes. Kimchi.
I'm just trying to to fully understand the level of saturation you enjoy in your nudes.
They have to be wet, really, or moist. Warm, wet nudes.
Can't even keep a straight face while trying to get this one out.
I can't keep a straight face when I'm trying to tell everyone about how I like my nudes.
It's too hard for her. It's a bit rough, huh?
It's not soft enough.
You need it really gooey, don't you?
It needs to be a good amount of sticky, so you know. And this is why I carry napkins every time I go and get nudes.
Where did you miss, Martin? I'm certain we could probably. Rose getting nudes, huh?
You slipped them nudes for me, AJ. You slipped.
Now, since you brought it up,
yes. I don't know which way this is going, but yes.
So when you slurp your nudes, do you ever get it all over your face too? Like, do you get a good facial from that?
Oh yeah. It's all over my mouth, all down my chin. You know.
I'm just I'm trying to understand the violence that goes along with that. Like,
oh, if I'm being stupid and I'm like trying to properly slurp the nude. Sometimes I get a bit of backsplash from that. It's even gotten in my eye. That burns.
context, folks. Context is everything.
It really fucking is. Hello, I'm Krim. I'm here all week.
So do you?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy a good penne?
A good what now? I'm an every type of person, you know. I'll take any. Oh, God.
Oh, I could go all night on this.
I bet you can.
You like them hand tossed, whipped? Do you prefer it Italian or Asian?
I mean, I'm really not that fast. I'll stick any in my mouth and swallow. You know what I mean? They're there. They are tasty.
In case anybody's wondering, I am currently attempting to reduce our guest into a quivering, massive gigglingness. I think I have successfully succeeded so far.
Is the way AJ calls me creams.
I have been struggling very hard not to work that into this conversation. I'm just going to let you know right now.
That does have a whole story behind it. They didn't just start calling it me. That has a whole story behind it.
Do we want to know the story? That's
It
the
involves
question.
cream.
We're on the nudes topic. Why not? Let's go ahead.
So we were playing Lethal Company, and I was going through my squishy cream phase. I don't know how to get this out without laughing. I was going through my squirty
One bite at
cream
a time.
phase. Oh God!
Just work it around. You'll be all right. It'll come out on its own.
So we played Lethal Company, and we're
I'm
using game
thinking
chat.
this has been Lethal Company already. Are you kidding me?
I forgot that Lethal Company's game chat doesn't have suppressed sound like Discord does.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back in with some squirty cream, and it was me, Danny, AJ, I think Zan and Rax, and Foxy was guest starring, and Foxy was sat below me in like crouched. We're in the ship waiting for somebody, and all you could hear was me squirting cream into my mouth. Foxy going, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like mid squirt. The more I talk, the worse it gets.
Oh, we're here for it. You started this conversation. Now you started this story. We got to hear it all the way to the end. We need that sweet, sweet satisfaction.
I was mid squirting in my mouth.
You were saying?
And I was like, wait, you can hear me squirting cream. I can't fucking breathe.
I imagine at this particular point in time, she's got tears running down her eyeballs.
I do. um,
Welcome to Talk Tuesday. If you weren't informed before, you should know by now this is definitely an over 18 stream. Has always been, always will be, and for a very specific reason. Especially when talking about squirty cream and creaming in somebody's mouth.
And then AJ started calling me creams, and then Aqua drew me a picture of me with squirty cream.
There's an actual image with you and squirty cream, and I have not seen this image. I feel left out.
Do you want to see the? It's not that bad.
It's not that bad, and all you can hear is just her winding up again to start laughing all over again because she can't keep a straight face, can you, at this point?
Just every 2 seconds you hear the aerosol in the can go. And then me trying to talk with a mouth full of cream, and it's like coming out, spinning everywhere.
Now, you know what? I'm not even going to ask. We're just going to leave that out there for the rest of you guys to wonder about. You want to know more about that particular one? I'll have to take that up with Krim. So, how long did this creaming escapade carry on for?
I think a week or two. I was going through my squirty cream and apple crumble phase. So I had a can, and then I would cream on top of my iced coffee and then suck that off, and then make it known to the others I was doing that, and then it just kept going. It kept going.
I mean, sounds like a good time to me.
10 out of 10 would do it again.
You're welcome, chat. We're doing our best to make certain that you are fully engaged in the imagery of this particularly lovely experience.
Oh yeah, if you're not imagining me squirting cream in my mouth, what are you doing? This is not.
This is almost about as good as you be like, I want some nudes. I'm like,
yeah, nudes,
okay.
nudes and squirty cream.
There you go. There's the conversation topic for today.
You're welcome.
But that's your current favorite hot meal at this particular point in time, then?
Yes, nudes. The last one was chicken and mashed potatoes and any vegetable with honey mustard sauce. It just ranges between simple and
complex, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Smash honey mustard. I would, but if you smash the honey mustard, it just gets everywhere, and you have to clean it up afterwards. It's not pleasant. It's worth it. If you say so.
The tears have stopped streaming. It's okay.
Have you calmed back down now a little?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, I wanted to make certain that you got a chance to get, to catch up and breathe a little bit.
You can't be wearing me out only 57 minutes in.
We're just getting started. You got to go to the distance now. Come on.
Exactly. You gotta go more before I, Oh,
We're not going for speed.
no, go for the long haul. Good night, Foxy.
Good night, Foxy. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for dropping in. Thank you for participating. Now, I've got a question. Where did you bump into the fabulous cast of characters that you keep around yourself right now?
How did I meet everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna have to narrow it down a little bit. Who's everybody? Like who
Well,
I spend day to day with, or
yeah, you're the majority of people that you do, like Rambling Danny, Hermaeus Rose, Red Fox Heritage, the people that you do a lot more of your collaboration work with. How about that for a narrower scope?
So, let's start with Ricky.
Okay.
I've known for 3 years. I bumped into him on Red Dead Redemption Online. I was learning with a friend how to do online, because I'd never done online before. It was always story mode and that was it. And someone had found me and they were talking to me in game and they were like, do you want to come and join our posse and we can show you how to do things and whatnot? And I'm like, oh, cool. So I did that, and then they had a big group.
Don't mind me. Keep going. You're fine.
You start laughing, then I start laughing.
All I saw was the Koodle on the back of a horse. Cool.
Unable to reach the reins with a fucking cowboy hat on. Yow!
Let's show you how to be a cowboy.
Woof woof.
Anyway, keep going. Don't mind me.
I found. I introduced the rest of the group, and then in the end, it was me and Ricky, who's Shadow Reaper, and Paul Moto. And then we kind of just like fanned off from there and started doing other games like GTA and Elden Ring recently. Jackbox was a big thing as well that we'd stream on someone else's channel if we knew we could keep ourselves stream safe.
Right.
And
hey,
then
Tangy, welcome in.
I knew no, Baldur's Gate came out and I was like, oh my god, cool. And I was watching one of my other friends play it, and that's how I met Carmine. So I've known Carmine roughly a year and a bit. And then I dragged him with me when I found the Vagabonds, which is Neil Newbond stuff, and the Minkies, which is Tom's. And then when I was in there, it took me a while to talk. And then when I did talk, Danny was like, I will be your guide. And I'm like, amazing.
Amazing.
So, amazing.
Just gonna start up here's how you say amazing the correct way. Amazing.
Amazing. So yeah, Danny showed me the Minkies around the
Mm-hmm.
Minkies, and she took me in, and she was like, "Do you want to play Some Lethal Company?" And that's where it started. And then it went into other games after that, and then she introduced me to AJ and Miss Rose, and then we started playing Lethal that way, and then that was an ongoing thing, and then it started sprouting out from that, and then I met Foxy through I think Danny's stream, someone's stream. And then Foxy was like then Foxy became a big part. Who else do I play with? That streams. Yeah, so it started me through other people in streaming and all that stuff. But the main people I met at the start of the year were Danny and AJ, and I was like constantly living day in and day out with Danny for like forever. So she is now family. I don't think there's a day where I'm like, hello. She's also the reason I have a PC. She was like, Helldivers? And I'm like, I can't. My like crappy little office computer won't run it. And then one day I turned to her and went, do I just do it? She went, yes. And I went, okay. So I did it. And now I have a PC. And now I can play more games and meet new people and play with them on different games. And now I have a wide range and not just a selective few.
You got a broader audience that you can.
Entertain.
Sure, we'll go with that word. That works. We'll use that one. Roar Sickle, welcome in. We are currently in the midst of interviewing the Crimson Assassin. So if you got any questions or whatnot, feel free to drop them in. We've already had a rousing conversations about
Cream.
noodles and sauce. I'm trying not to slip back into that conversation.
Googling.
You're Googling nudes. Really?
Coodling. Coodle. Oh my god. Sticky wet floppy nudes and squirty cream. Or if we go back to this morning, I'm waking up.
Well. I'm sorry, Tangy.
Oh, or if we're going back to this morning, me waking up next to some fucking butter and crackers.
I decided I was not going to question that line of commentary. I was like, nope. Mm-mm.
Oh,
there are some things.
Smash. I'd eat them. I'd put them in my mouth so fast.
See what you started, Percy? Hermes Rose would like to know if you could transform into any animal, insect, plant, or basically anything living, what would you want to be?
Ooh. Do they have to still exist?
It just says anything living, so I don't think the ability for this thing to still exist is in question here.
Anytime. Ooh. I'd either be a Triceratops, right? Or I don't know, a dandelion.
Okay. Just so that I'm crystal clear, you went from a 3 horny thing.
There's something you could blow on, yes?
Okay, we'll go with your words. Mine was probably far worse. I mean, okay. Nope, not. I'm walking away from that one. No, there's so many ways that I could go. It's all right. Here's a good one. We'll follow that up with Tangy Baz would like to know: did you have a different model / concept that you'd considered before your current PNGer?
The original PNGer was meant to be this spirit thing that had a crimson coat on, and you couldn't see its face, and it had really cool things on its hood.
Oh, so one of those like shadowy sort of figure.
Yeah, because I still don't know. Like, Crim to me has a face. She has a whole look and personality, but I can't remember what her face looks like now. So I was like, I don't know how to draw Crim with a face. I know how to draw her body, hair, her eyes, but I don't know how to draw her face, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Because she's like digging into the Crim lore. She's like a shapeshifter assassin. So I'm like, I don't know how to, or what form to draw her in. So I went with the closest thing that has my hair color.
So your hair color is this red blonde?
My hair right now is blonde, and the what do you call it? Undercut is red, and my fringe is red currently. But I am naturally blonde.
Oh, nope. Walking away from that one too. Jesus.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
I give good prompts.
No, just. There are some things in life that you say and you let out the gate because they're just funny. And then there are some things in life that you think but you don't say and you never let out the gate because they're terrifying.
Yes.
And the ability to catch the things that should not be escaping the gate and keeping them trapped and locked up is a benefit and a boon to those around. Because you don't want to know what was going to come out. It is never a good thing. All the words are coming out of my mouth. Look, it took me years, and I had to have a lot of help with that filter. I'm just going to say that now. I used to be just open mouth, insert foot, all the time. Yeah, I seem to recall you've used a number of different PNGers over the period of time that I've watched you, anyways.
Yes, there was the first one.
Is this one that you're currently? Is this your favorite so far? Is this more of like a permanent fixture?
This one feels permanent, very, very, very permanent. Like she doesn't. I act like a child more than I do an adult when it comes to silly, goofy things. And
like
she
nudes.
looks more like nudes. Yes, exactly like nudes. And I think I sound and look more like a child. I am not a child, Twitch. But I think I sound and look like a child more than I do like a grown ass freaking adult. So I'm like, this is just this is me. I didn't even think about Crim in this situation. I thought about me. I was like, that'll do.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Foot and mouth disease. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm tired of the fungus, so I'll keep my foot out of my mouth. Thank you. Oh.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Hermes Rose says, Crim has lore. Will you be willing to share a bit of it with us?
I can. So, when I wrote her and made her, I was, the 15, I think. 15, 16 when I'd finished. Well, when I thought I'd finished. I made Crim 18. So her age is 18. And she is her hair is brown and it has red streaks in it. She has crimson colored eyes and she wears dark clothing and sometimes the typical assassin jacket thing that is black with crimson decor on it. And she was a shapeshifter, but I never wrote her in to be able to shapeshift into anything. It was only specifics. She had a partner who he was another shapeshifter that could only take wolf form at the moment. And his
so influenced by Twilight. Then you like your sparkly vampires.
Oh my god, there was no vampires yet. I'm surprised about there not being any vampires. Really am surprised. But yeah, he was like this fucking emo ass edgy shit. You go back and read the fucking thing I wrote, and it's like, oh, Crim, I love you, and I'll do anything for you. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, I wrote you a song, babe, but I'm like, oh my god. Was that writing? Don't tell me you twinkle too. Bella! The skin of a killer!
Twinkle, twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, sparkle, sparkle. He was purple and black themed. Like he also dressed very alternative. And then connected to them was this other fucking thing that I'm not too sure what she was. But she had purple and blue hair, and her mouth was shown shut, and she had pink and blue eyes.
Wow.
And she was a child. She was like I want to say 9, 8, 9.
Her mouth was sewn shut.
Yeah, her mouth was sewn shut. Someone had made. I'll have to find it. Someone did fan art of that when I would have been like, I think 14, 15. Still, but someone made fan art of it because I showed them what I'd written. So someone drew that out the way of like Crim and the kid, and she had sewn mouth, and her skin was blue, like a light blue, and she just didn't speak.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, she had no parents. As in Crim. Crim had no parents. Crim had nobody. It's really sad. Like, I reread it and I was like, fucking hell, was I okay? Like, shit. Bro, shit. Like, there's like one scene in it where he, like, fucking, the dude's going outside trying to look for Crim, and he's just sat there looking, and these people are like fucking half gutted in a tree, and I'm like, oh my god, was I okay? Writing this shit at 14, 15, was I okay? Like, honey, do you want to talk about it, baby cakes? Like, shit. What do you mean his guts were around his neck? What?
Okay.
But yeah. Say it out loud.
I swear to God, if it's suddenly a fight between wolves and
There were no vampires. I was surprised because I think that was when I had just found Twilight too.
honestly I'm surprised I'm not hearing about Twilight at this point too, because it's it's perfectly staged for it. I'm like, how do you? No.
I wasn't overly massive a Twilight fan. Like, I was a late person watching that, and I wasn't a huge fan. I'd like watched it and gone cool, but I wasn't a huge fan.
Not a big fan.
No. I think I was more into anime then.
Is there a particular style of anime you enjoy?
I remember my first anime, and then I kind of just went darting around after that. People were suggesting things, and I was just watching them. My first one was Vampire Night, which scarred the living fuck out of me.
Oh, yeah, that one will.
The ending, I was like, I'm sorry, he's your what? Huh? Come again?
Yeah.
And then like went into shit like Elfen Lied, and then
Elfen Lied was so good though. I liked Elfen Lied.
It was, and then stuff like Sword Art Online, which then made me scared of VR. And
Sword Art was okay-ish. I never really got into Sword Art.
I liked Tokyo Ghoul until the second season, and then went, yeah, nah.
I can agree with that.
Death Note, was pretty heavy into Death Note, especially with the. I can't fucking remember what they're called now. Shimigamis? Is that what they're called?
Yes, they're.
Yeah, them. I was heavy into that. I had like a fucking Death Note and everything. I used to walk around school with it. And I used to threaten. I was that edgy ass bitch. It'd be like, yeah, fuck me up, and I'll write your fucking name in this book, bitch. And I'm like, oh yeah. What the hell kind of freaking edgelord was I?
This is where we discover that Crim's high school and middle school people are all thankfully wiping their foreheads at,
I
she
didn't
was
write them
never.
in my little death note. Coming out here, fucking fighting light over here like Ovid. Telling Elle off on sitting in a weird position. Sit down on your ass, boy. Can't mind, watch yourself. I've got my pen.
I'm just sitting here thinking, in this day and age, Death Note would never work because Death Note would have to be a death pad, and it would look pretty bad as a rotten iPad,
Oh my god. Yeah, double tap the screen, accidentally undoes the name.
Right? Oh shit! I didn't mean that. Control Z.
Yeah,
crap! I undid too many.
Oh,
fuck.
Control C, Control V. Shit. Oh, what was that though? Backup files? Well, fuck. I'm gonna have to start another one.
Right. Hey, Siri, come up. Do you need assistance?
Hey Siri, help me spell this name.
Character.
Reach the gap limit. Sorry, unable to save to iCloud. Ah, fuck.
You need to pay $9.99 to continue your subscription. Oh, I mean, it.
Subject rules may apply.
Did you read the EULA agreement?
You can only have up to 5 names. Did you not read the fucking fine print?
I mean, we could sit here and pick on Apple at this point. I'm okay with that.
I can confirmly admit that I am an Android user, so I can shit on Apple all I want, all I can.
I have been a very solid Android user since they came out. I have never personally owned an Apple product until like the last year when a couple of jobs I took actually made it mandatory for me to have them. So
I had the iPhone XR when it came out, and I had that until the starting of this year, and that was just shit. Lost the charger. Sorry, screen smashed. I can't tap the letter T. Sorry, Trevor.
Anybody got a Thunderbolt attachment? I need a Thunderbolt connector.
Shit, my Apple Pen's tips come off. Does anyone have a spare?
Oof. I get Apple. I get the reason why people like to use Apple is due to the simplicity of the device, and I get that. I can understand people's desire to have things simple and easy. The one thing that drives me absolutely bonkers is when people go, "Yes, I can have it simple, easy, and it's bulletproof. You can't hack it." And you're like, no. See, because you wanted it simple and easy, you made it easier for me to break into. Thank you. I will now take all of your nudes from your iPad.
Sorry, you wanted my eyes only on Snapchat to be locked? Well, let me just start.
Uh, I mean, it's fine. I actually had a conversation with I was working at a God, this has been 6 years ago now, 7 years. I was working at a college as the IT admin. Oh, Nori, not again. I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Never mind. Jeez, I see how it is. See. I stopped. I'm done. I'm done. But the gentleman was telling me how he had his Apple phone was the most secure thing on the campus. It couldn't be hacked into, and so while standing there next to the guy, I pulled out my iPhone, my Android device. I had I think it was an S2 Galaxy. Like, we're talking several years ago. I found him on the local network because he was attached to the Wi-Fi. And then I promptly stole all of the pictures off his phone, changed his password to Android is the only true secure OS for phones, and then waited for him to try and figure out how to get back into his phone.
I will be yonking them. Thank you very much. Sorry, your phone's what now? But you can't seem to get in.
Yeah. You were saying? What? Oh. In my wilder days, I made it a habit to educate people. Still alive and listening. There you go. You'll love to see
Pringles,
it.
I love you, my love. We're going strong.
You know, you haven't give us a story about Pringles now.
I walked in and basically went, I'm married to Pringles, and that was it. This was at the time I was engaging to everybody. I'm engaged to Danny. I'm engaged to AJ. Who am I? Oh, I'm now engaged to Foxy. I just have this habit of getting down on one knee in every single game that I play with people and asking them to marry me. There's only one game I am actually married to Danny in, and that's Stardew Valley. Otherwise, we're just left engaged. I love Pringles too. Pringles, you my love. You are the true one.
Yes. Pringles and Koodles.
As a cult leader, I mean, a what? I need to be able to marry my what they called? Followers. That's the one.
Now, you bring this up. Have you played that game on stream?
Which one? There's a lot of cult. Are we talking about cults?
We are talking about cults. That's
is it the one where
asked me the name?
Hang on.
Cult of the Lamb.
Honey, I joined a cult. Oh, Cult of the Lamb, that one. Yes.
You had to ask me the name. Freak brain, come on, work. Come up with the name.
Yeah, I put you in it, and you burnt my game.
Was that one of the games that I broke?
Yes.
There's a couple of them where they're like, come on, Nora, you want to join? No, every time somebody puts my name in their game, it breaks.
Yes, that's how Raw became my child. I made well, not my child per se. I made Nookie and some random follower have a child. And then Raw came into my chat and asked to be that child, and I went, sure. Because she's my adopted stepdaughter.
She's your adopted stepdaughter.
I've no idea who the mother is. I can't remember who I made him mate with. Not a clue. So I'm there you go. So now every time we stream, Raw will come and go, "Hi mum, hi dad." But it's okay because as a cult leader, I can just steal these kids. Game, Twitch game. I'm on about game.
It really is on about a game.
Digital kids, yes, digital kids. I can confirm Raw is older than me. Digital kids.
Wow. There was no hesitation when you threw Roar right underneath that bus.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, everyone's fucking older than me. Digitally, you are my stepdaughter. Yes. You're trying to protect everything I've got. I'm like, wait, Twitch, I'm not actually stealing kids. I can confirm I have not stolen Raw.
She's not stolen Roar. She's not out collecting nudes. She's
You get swatted the next day. Like, well, there's some things that were said on Twitch.
You married someone younger than me, Dad. It is a thing. Definitely is, could be, possibly, most likely, probably is a thing.
I'm definitely not beaming kids up in the point. I promise you, Twitch, if you swap my house, the only child you'll find is my own.
That is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Green Emerald Dragon would like to know. Oh, this is Greenie's favorite question to ask. If you got isekai'd to a world of swords and magic and can get 5 gifts and or skills, what would they be and why?
Ooh. That is a good question. 5 skills.
Skills or abilities?
Abilities. Ooh. Any ability. Are we talking magic?
Yeah. Magic would be an ability, sure.
Any magic to do with space and time. That's it. Definitely have a bag or bra of infinite holding. I'm gonna need that for my squirty cream and my wet, soggy, floppy nudes.
You just need a bag that you can put your hand in and pull out.
Well, if something gets stuck, I can always put my hand in and give it a good tug to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
That squirty cream gets stuck sometimes.
Just tug on it a few times. Don't really work it.
If I accidentally spit some out, it's not my fault. I can lick it up later. It's fine. It's just cream. I'm gonna stop now.
fistful of nudes. You know, honestly, I'm waiting for somebody to come up to that answer, to that question, and give an answer like, you know what I want? I want a box, and I can put my hands in that box, and I can pull out a fistful of hard nudes, a fistful of soft nudes, a fistful of floppy nudes, a fistful. Turn the whole thing upside down, just have all the penne pasta fall out that I want.
As long as if it's soft in my mouth and not hard, I won't be mad.
I mean, you know,
Mother
if
is
you're
digging a
happy.
grave. Get me that shovel. Get me that shovel. I'll start speed digging.
In fairness, that we have latched onto that nudes and have been in that particular. I still say that as a guy, we have to be very careful when we reference that particular word. Context means everything.
Yes.
All right, so that's one. So space and time. So technically that's two. You got three more to go. And why? Why space and time?
I am obsessed with space. That is literally it. I'm obsessed with space. I love space. Hence
when we
Moon
talk
came
about
from.
space, are we talking about like Wheatley space?
Planet.
Like from Portal 2, Wheatley and them, you know, space. Just... You know who I'm talking about, right? You've never played Portal 2?
I watched my cousin play it, but I don't remember hardly any of it other than him fighting with like one of the portals and not doing as it was told.
All right. Don't do that.
I do have them on Steam. I just need to, play them.
No. Hang on. I got it. I got it for you. Just. Is this? Yep. This is the one. That. Can we just pull this off here for a second? Yes, we can. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this now. I suppose. Oh, right, because that command doesn't work. I had a YouTube command. Oh.
Oh god, that's bad. Hang on. Oh my god. Yes. This is now the new reason. Space Cops. Space Cops. Space Cops. Space. I want to go space. Yes, please, space. Space. Go space. Space. Yeah, this is now the new reason why I like space. This is the new reason. That is 100% the new reason why.
You're like, space, yes, space. I'm like, space. But you've never heard the Space Corps yet? Oh, you're missing out. Like, honestly, one of my favorite cores from that series. It's so good. It's so freaking hysterical. And if you watch YouTube and you go look up Portals and whatnot, there's actually a Wheatley song. Who Wheatley is the one that you heard apologizing there at the end of it, where he shows back up again in this and then sings portions of the song, and the Space Corps is back there singing along, but all he says is space, space, space. I'm just like, there you go. And you're like, yes, anything space. I'm like, okay, so is this your alter ego suddenly?
I will take that. I will take that. So why'd you like space? Space. Space, space.
Space, 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 space. And then, you know, right off the top of that, suddenly I had like Adult Swim come to my head in the old Space Ghost talk show. Space Ghost. Just like, okay. Sorry. My brain goes to weird places sometimes.
Opened a space can of worms.
I can draw like 15 different like correlations just to the word space and popular culture and where it shows up at. It's actually a shame. Well, at least I'm glad to know that that particular command actually still works, so that's good.
Ta-da!
But yeah, that if you've never played Portal 2, I would say go get the game and play it anyways, just if nothing more than GLaDOS. The trash talking that you get from GLaDOS throughout the course of that game is absolutely freaking phenomenal. It is just so much fun.
I will download them. I have both. They are just sat in my library waiting to be played.
You absolutely should go play it. If you've not played it, definitely go spend a few moments, sit down and play through the game. If you need help doing the puzzles, I mean, there's plenty of guides out there that will show you how to get through the puzzles really quick. But absolutely, just if you're not going to play it, at least go look up on YouTube all of GLaDOS's messages. They are phenomenal.
100%.
Such a good time. It's one of those, like, if you're really into getting punished.
Oh my god. She's one of them.
I honestly thought Rose's fascination with potatoes came from that game, because in Portals 2, spoiler for those, you actually put GLaDOS into a potato and then run around with this supercomputer on the front, in the potato on the front of your gun. It's fantastic.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
It's freaking hysterical. It's a good play. Smash Percy, yes, absolutely.
Triple smash,
right? Potato GLaDOS is just, yes. If you have not been down the Portals line of games and at least gone and look at Portals 2, yes, potato supercomputer. It's absolutely freaking hysterical. I roughly play that game, I think, every 8 months. I will go 8 months in between play sessions of that game, and I still play it. I've got over a couple thousand hours in that game. I just keep going back and playing it over and over again. I just wait a long period of time between each play session, so I forget the puzzles, so I can get challenged on the puzzles.
Poor AJ.
There's a little war going on in chat right now.
It's just, I'm so sorry you started laughing immediately.
That doesn't bode well if you start laughing immediately when you're trying to apologize.
Oh no, AJ.
Amazing. Quick. Get some nudes from her too. Are you hiccuping now?
No, I'm just laughing.
I'm like, have we crossed over to that point where you've laughed so hard now you've developed a hiccups?
You'll know when I start hiccuping, because I swear, like every friggin' 2 minutes, because I'm like, oh, fuck off. And every time it happens, I'm like, fuck off. Fuck off.
Fantastic.
Danny had nudes. I want Danny's nudes. Danny, give me your nudes. Respectfully.
Let's do that one. Okay, Green Emerald Dragon says, who is your, quote, hear me out Disney character and why?
Disney.
Yo, Gladius, welcome in.
I gotta think.
You gotta think. Should we find some Jeopardy theme song? Do, 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 do.
I don't think I've ever thought about Disney. You know what? The big frost giant from Frozen 1. Because he's really tall and he can get it. He's tall, cold and wet, and got a deep voice. I'll take it.
I was going to ask another question. I no longer have a need to ask that question. Wow, cold nudes. Ice cold, but rock hard.
Yeah, right. You have to be in like a specific mood for them, like cold, hard nudes.
Nope.
If you were to say game character talking about cold nudes is Papyrus from Undertale because he leaves you out cold nudes. Well, spaghetti.
Okay. Here, I thought you were going to go with like Mr. Freeze from Batman.
No, Papyrus. It's frostbite waiting to happen. I mean, whatever floats my boat, you know? Don't king judge, jeez.
Nope. 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 I have too many. How could you do that without recording? Oh, I'm not even. You know what?
Uh-oh.
I don't know what I missed on that particular comment. Oh, Rose is being harassed. Got it. Percy would like to know if you had to be a hero or a villain from the Marvel superhero movies that you've seen, who would you be and why?
Either. No. I want to say. Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
I
My
don't know
brain.
that one.
Scarlet Witch. I want to say Scarlet Witch because she's like the shit she's capable of doing is amazing. Like overall, yes. But the way she's gone about things is stupid. So I'm just like, yes, Scarlet Witch, but a better IQ level.
Jeez. Savage.
But I would love like a mixture between Scarlet Witch, like Scarlet Witch's abilities and her strength and stuff, but Loki's I mean, to me Loki isn't really an evil character anymore. He's a hero, but let's say the first Avengers Loki, his sass and his attitude mixed with Scarlet Witch's abilities and magic. Yes.
So interesting enough, Loki has always been a bad guy in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
From days long since past, like from the inception of the Marvel universes and Thor's arrival on the scene and everything else, Loki has always been a bad guy. Now, what's interesting about the Marvel universe is sometimes what the Marvel universe tends to do is push villains into the role of the anti-hero, where they actually save for a change before going back to destroying and being mean and doing the things that they normally do. Like that's a fairly typical trope in the Marvel universe that does occur. So Loki is still very much so a bad guy.
To me, he's a hero. Okay, I watched the last season of Loki and it made me cry. Okay, he's a hero to me, Nori. Don't ruin this for me. Well, that timeline of him anyway. He's my hero. Shush you, man. That made me cry again, Nori. Shut up.
Well, it's interesting because at the same time that the Marvel Universe does that with the heroes just as well. Like they'll put a hero in what is typically a very evil position. Punisher, the Punisher character, very much so a hero for justice, but does it in the most evilish way you can possibly. And you know, he uses guns, he kills, he shoots them up, he does the really nasty things. And he gruesomely tortures people and everything else. Like very much so. Like, you know, that is not good guy material, but he is still cast as a hero. So again, this is like normal Marvel tropes. These are things I grew up with as a kid, though. Like this was not unusual. But no, whether you want him like it.
Smash Punisher. No, I could do you one better. Smash Daredevil. I don't give a shit if he's blind.
I never had an issue with Daredevil being blind. I always had an issue with the obvious knockoff of a Batman character.
Yeah, I'm not. Green, you're about to open a whole can of worms with mythology. Norse mythology.
Oh god,
That
here
is
we
like
go.
a big thing I adore. Like I have like a real Mjolnir, not like the Marvel one, but the real one in a necklace that I wore for like years straight. It now lives on top of my fridge. But Norse mythology is a big yes, please.
Do you play Valheim?
It's a game I've been trying to get into, especially with my older brother, because he keeps saying about it, and I'm trying to rope him into giving me the proper teach and ropes around it. Because we don't currently have a game we play together, so I'm like, hey, Luke, hey, because I'm your only sister, hey, hey,
Hey, Luke, use the Norse. Let go of your sister's feelings. Join the Valheim. Sorry.
Luke, I am not your father.
Good Lord, no, I would definitely not. No. But yeah, his adopted daddy.
What?
Say less.
I'm like, wait, what?
It's fine. It's fine. So Wanda is your choice, which is really kind of interesting since the abilities that they gave Wanda in the movies is actually nothing like what her actual powers are supposed to be in the comic books.
I wish I could win the lottery to buy all the comic books. Like I felt like I missed out on that as a kid.
Yeah, Wanda and her twin brother, Quicksilver.
Yes.
So her ability, her mutant ability was actually just in producing bad luck.
Holy shit.
And yeah, curses and that sort of thing. It's a little bit more less than what they give it in the movies. Like she got a major upgrade in the Marvel universe. It's actually kind of interesting.
That is
Yo,
like a big
Cat Dad, welcome
difference.
in. But no, that's perfectly fair. I mean, that's your jam. I would say rock the jam.
Rock the jam.
I don't know. I was trying to look for something edgy, something, cool to say, and my brain went, yeah, good luck on that one. Amazing. We'll just finish off with that. That's perfect.
Amazing.
Carmine would like to know, so why did you give Coca-Cola the nickname you gave it? Because he forgot.
That started on and off with my mum. She'd be like, where's the Coke? And I'd be like, the cock is in the kitchen. And she'd just go and get it. And it was just a joke between me and my mum. And then I just kind of brought it out to everybody else. So I'm like, oh, have you got a cock? And they'd look at me and be like, what? I'm like, Coke. We're going to Coke. Coca-Cola.
Yeah, the minute you said something like that to me, you'd have gotten a very funny look.
Just excuse me. Like, oh, sorry. Have you got any cola?
Well, so growing up as a kid, it was either cola, pop, or soda? Was
It was pop
one of those
or
three.
Coke. Pop or Coke in our household. And then, yeah, one day I just turned to my mum as a teen, and when we went something about cock being Coke, and she just rolled with it. And then it's a thing that me and my mum say.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I don't know why I do that so much. I take that back. I know why I'm doing it right now. A, we're in Talk Tuesday, and B, I happen to know that there are certain members of the audience that every time they hear that, they're saying right along with it.
Amazing.
I learned that piece of lovely trivia is like, oh yeah, every time you say that, okay.
What's the question? That is my question to you.
Has the question been asked?
What's the question, though?
I don't see a question from you, Miss Danny, so I would assume no, probably not.
Oh, that. Okay.
No, we were just getting regaled on the story of cola and the nickname for it.
My cocking, my Diet Cock, my Cock Max, my Zero Cock. It's about C-O-C-O-K, if you want a spelling.
I wasn't really looking for a spelling, but okay, we got one anyways.
You got it. Do you want it in a sentence?
No. I think.
Gotta ask a member of the audience. Phone home.
Can I phone a friend?
Can you use that in a sentence, please?
Carmine2361 also would like to know, where did your other name, Moon, come from?
So I used to. No, I don't. That's a lie. I have a massive obsession with moons, if you couldn't tell. And I've had a massive obsession with moons since I was a teenager. I have a leather jacket that I used to draw on that has Moonchild down at the bottom of my jacket and moons drawn all over it. And then I changed I got an Xbox because my PlayStation broke. Put my name as Moonchild on that. Then
But your name is what on that?
Moonchild.
Oh, I thought you said Moo Child. I was like, what?
No.
How do we go from moon to moo? Okay.
So, Moonchild, and then everyone that I was meeting on Xbox was calling me Moon. And in the mid of halfway through 2021, I decided that I was going to change my name, my government name, to Moon. So I now have a dead name. And then it slowly progressed in, and everyone was getting used to it, apart from my brother, who refuses to use it. It slowly regressed into that, so then everyone did start calling me Moon, and no one uses my dead name other than some of my family, who can't seem to grasp the aspect of me not wanting to be called it anymore, but nah.
Yeah.
So
sucks to be them.
So, yeah. So I'm Moon. I'm just Moon.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just Crim. Yeah,
I don't mind Crim. Crim's fine.
Unfortunately, you're kind of stuck with Crim for me as well. I don't, and even having seen you seen behind the PNG tuber, you I hate to say it, but you look more like Crim than a Moon.
Yes, some people like I have two other groups that I sometimes play with. They've all got big live things going on at the minute. So I'm actually, but anytime I'm with them, I am always a Crim. None of them have ever called me Moon or my government name once. It's always been Crim, because that's what they know me as, and that's what they'll always know me as. And they're like, I can't call you anything else. I'm like, that is absolutely fine. I do not like Foxy. I cannot call Foxy her government name in the slightest. Even when I met her, I went, Foxy, you are just a Foxy. I cannot do that. You're just a Foxy.
Oh, yeah. If the government name is the other one that I have seen, then I'm totally there with you. I get that. I don't think there would be anything but a fox. It's kind of interesting how that sort of gets ingrained in your head. Like that's the name that I know you by, and you will always be that particular name, because it's an identity that we associate to the individual. And it's a little hard to give those up, because once they're ingrained there, they kind of help us to reconcile the actions to the person.
Yes.
Just trying to find my words in there. I think I managed that time. I'm still stuck on nudes. I'm sorry. I am still like from 2.5 hours ago trying to sort through that bit of loveliness.
It was the way I was talking about noodles, and out of nowhere I just went wet nudes.
It's fine. It's fine. Favorite Misfits of Mayhem would like to know, what is your favorite myth and or deity / creature, etc.
Fenrir.
Why?
Wolves. 1, wolves are my favorite animal, and 2, he is beautiful, and I do not care if he's evil in the slightest. But I just really, really like Fenrir.
Fair. I was just really kind of curious as to why. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they don't follow up with why, I will follow up with the why usually after a question like that, because it's like, oh, okay, that's a good question. Why?
Yeah. Why? Do you want to elaborate on that? Got a massive tangent. Like, you ask why to the right question, and I'll sit here and chew your ear off for like 4 hours straight. Like, why? Oh, well, let's sit down.
I'm here. Unpack. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Tell us all about the Koodles.
Forgot about the Koodle then for a second.
If I was an artist, I swear I would have stopped what I was doing.
I demand
be, like, instantly a Koodle being drawn. A Koodle at this point, because yeah, what I have in my head and what oh my word. Okay, I just had image of Crim kicking in the doggy door.
Oh my god. Could I even reach?
Bone in hand. And like speech bubble over top of their head, right? It's Koodling time.
Oh my god. Nudes in like the other hand. Squirty cream in the other.
I'm sorry. Oh. I have a very visual mind. Like I draw pictures in my head. I can't put them to paper. But I can usually I do a fairly good job of painting a scene with some music. But I can't draw on a piece of paper to save my soul. But yes, I have a very visual head. What about you?
Me?
Yes. Do you see
My
words or do you see pictures inside your head when you think about like concepts and ideas?
so my brain's really weird. So if you told me to imagine an apple in front of me, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
The brain's gone, clear, white, nothing happening. No one's in. It's weird. Like, imagining stuff is weird, but I can. I don't know. I can't picture things in front of me, and I can't picture. But I can see like videos in my brain of like if you were to describe a castle to me, I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something like, oh, is there an apple in front of you? I'm like, no, I cannot. There's no apple in
So,
front of me. I cannot do that. I can't feel it. I can't see it. I can't smell it. I can't do anything. There is nothing in front of me.
hey, Dell, welcome in. So that actually is a real thing, right? There are people that are like that. In fact, a good friend of mine, Mr. Waggleton, actually can't do the same thing. Fantastic artist, can draw and everything, much the same as you and AJ and everybody else. I'm always just kind of curious as to, if you can visually picture something, then do you struggle putting it on paper? And if you can't visually see it, but you can replicate it on paper, is that like a normal thing? So far, it seems to be.
Yeah, it's like your brain's not there, but you can put it to paper. It's weird concept in my brain.
It's just fine.
You tell me to imagine an apple, I can't imagine it, but I can draw it on a piece of paper for you.
So to you, it's just a word.
Yeah.
And you understand the concept of the word.
I just can't picture it. Like if you gave me something to draw, I could draw it. If you describe it, I can draw it, but I can't picture it in my head, which is confusing to me.
Well, I don't see it as being very confusing. It was like I see only out of one eye at a time. So I've always got a blind side. And so I constantly deal with depth perception, right? So to me, making judgment calls about how far something away from me is based on depth. Only being able to see out of one eye is easy. I've learned over years to do real quick distance calculations in my head based on what I can see. But I have talked to people that if you suddenly make them cover one eye and you have to sit like that for a while, they're like bumping into everything, that they're having a hard time reaching stuff, playing video games, and that sort of.
I have never done that with someone else, and now I need to, because I am completely blind in my left eye. So all I know is sight through my right. So I have no idea. If you stood to my left, I can't see anything. Like when I was at con, Noki was stood behind me and he was doing hand movements because he was like, look at my hands. And I'm like, bro, I can't see you. You're on my wrong side. You need to go to the other side. I can't. You can see. I can't. You need to just come around me so I can. Okay, that's what you're doing. Unless I turn my head to you, I cannot see you on my left side.
Right.
So when people are saying about, like, especially with VR, and they're like, oh, well, you can see through both eyes, and I'm just like, right, and what's that like?
Yeah, exactly, right? You're like, huh.
Like, I don't know. But I've never asked someone to cover their eye up to be like, here. And now I need to do that. I'm going to do that to my brothers.
Go get a this is going to sound funny, but go get an eye patch. Give them the eye patch.
My God, yes. Here, take
and
it.
Just say, here, put it on.
Put it on.
Wear this for 5 minutes.
That's my whole life for the past 23 years. How do you feel?
And then just watch them like walk around disorientated.
This is going to be amusing.
There was a streamer friend of mine that I used to watch. His name was Hired Sapper. He doesn't stream anymore, but he had a redeem on his channel for an eye patch. And every time we would redeem that for him to put on that stupid eye patch, he literally, his gameplay dropped dramatically because he's like, I can't see. Like it would be an FPS game, and he would miss all of his targets because he couldn't like track, and he couldn't figure out like depth wise how far away they were. So it's really interesting, even in a video game that people still rely on cues for depth for stuff.
That is strange.
Wow. So 30 months. Jesus Christ.
Holy
dude.
shit. Let's say hello, Zoda.
I don't even know what that's like. I did just wow. That is determination. That is my staunchest supporter.
It's
30
like
fucking months of this shit.
nearly 3 months, 3 years, nearly.
Yeah,
I don't know,
nearly.
Yeah.
36 would be 3 years.
Yeah.
So really close.
So roughly 2.5.
Really close. Yep.
I've done that right.
Yep, right at 2.5. Rambling Danny is going to steal Zodicus's favorite question and would like to know what is your favorite ice cream and why?
Rum and raisin, because rum is my favorite alcoholic drink, and rum and raisin ice cream is like the best ice cream ever. Smash. Hard.
I would be fine with rum. I can't stand raisins. Raisins are just, yuck.
I can't. That's the only time I can eat a raisin, and probably in a cake. Otherwise, not raisins by itself. Raisins by itself is just a little too dry.
So,
but I'm not a big fond of grapes either.
Well, so growing up as a kid in the summers, we would go visit my grandparents, and when we wanted a snack, that's what we were given, were raisins.
Oh, no.
And in the heat of the summer, when it's like 95, 100 degrees outside and you're playing around and all you've got to eat is raisins and it comes back up, it is not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Oh, yeah.
No, I will pass on raisins. Thank you. Just no. Only good on cookies with oatmeals and soft. We're not.
Oh God, sorry. Where were you doing the nudes talk? It's okay, Nori. I brought it up for you.
Zoda was probably thankfully not here for the nudes talk. Now, I would do rum ice cream. I would not do rum and raisin. I can't. Just, nope. Nope. Hard pass on that one. Tough sell. Sorry.
Just pick out the raisins. Just, no. They only do rum and raisin at beaches. So it's like, I live like an hour away from the nearest beach. But it's not something I actively go to all the time, and I haven't been to in a while. But every time we go to a beach, or anytime I get a chance to go, it's always rum and raisin. Do you have rum and raisin? If you don't, then the backup is raspberry. Like a normal ice cream cone with a shit ton of raspberry sauce on it, and that's my backup. But rum and raisin is the ice cream. It's smash.
The ice cream, huh? I don't talk to you about any other kind of ice cream.
Don't even tempt me. Maybe a Bailey's one. Like, do you guys have Bailey's?
Bailey's is not bad.
Irish. Yeah, Bailey's. We have Bailey's ice cream, and that.
Yeah, we have Bailey's ice cream as well.
That I can hit sometimes, but rum and raisins is the shit. If I can have a whole freaking month's supply, be gone in a week.
I gotta have a month's supply, I would chew it up in a week. It's not a month's supply.
It's not a month's supply. If I have to drink that shit, I will drink it. I will melt it down and drink that crap. It's fine.
I would question at this point if it's really a month's supply, if you're downing it in a week.
That's all I'd eat, though. I wouldn't touch any other food. It would just be ice cream. And then complain because my insides would absolutely hate me.
I mean, fair. I think my insides would hate me too at that point.
Did I just read that right?
Misfits of Mayhem would like to know favorite fact about space.
It's a simple one, but Mars's sunsets are blue.
Mars
blue.
sunsets are blue.
When Mars has a sunset, it's blue. Like a pretty blue.
I was not even remotely aware of this one. Like, where did this one come from? I've never heard of this one. This is fantastic.
Came from blue sunsets. Mars sunsets are blue. Blah.
I mean, that's pretty fantastic. There's a reason to go live on Mars. Blue sunsets.
Yep, blue sunsets. Smash. Yes.
All right, sign me up. I'm going to Mars.
I'm gonna go dig up the rover. It'll be okay.
That's actually fantastic. And that's fine. Vorsicle would like to know, what are your 2025 goals for streaming?
To actually have a schedule and stick to it. Actually write one out every week and fucking stick to the bastard thing would be great. I did it for like 2 weeks straight this year and then fucked it for the rest of the year, and I was like, right, that went so well.
Streaming schedules are difficult, but really important, because having a consistent streaming schedule means that people know how to come back and find you again.
I have learned now that I shouldn't put a game in there because I'm so indecisive about the games that to just put a time slot in there and just don't fuck with the game. Just put the damn time slot in there and you'll be all right.
Yeah. Pick a time
and
settle on the time, and then do that schedule every day, week after week.
I now know that I am more likely to stream in the afternoon than I am in the morning. I now do have like a time slot between like 10 a.m. and 1:30 my time. But the shit I need to do during that. So it's more anything after 5 p.m. for me would be great. So now I know. I'm like, maybe I can whip around that. Better for 25.
Whip around that?
Whip. Meant to say wave around that, but my brain said no. Whip, whatever that word is.
I am learning all kinds of new words suddenly. I'm like, what is this word?
Whip. Sort of.
My mind's like, I need definitions. I am expanding my.
Rick knows what whip means, but now it means to wave. I think it's because I was reading Serb's name, and it just came out as whip instead of wave.
Look. don't blame Serb for your.
No, it's all your fault. I'm joking. You're okay.
I'm just, yeah. I'm like, oh look, we've just learned a new word. Well, okay, so in previous Talk Tuesdays, right, we've had the whole conversations about like Gen Z slang and the Gen Z Bible dictionary, the translator, the whatever else, and so I'm like, oh, is this another one of these words that I can start using and just make people cringe? Like, I'm so down for this. Let's go. Turns out, no, it's just another sloppy nudes.
Yes. You have like the Gen Z you have Gen Z Bible. You have another form of Bible and whatnot, but then you have the autistic Bible. And that's the shit you gotta get down with. There's the words that come out of that. You don't know what they mean, but they're fun to say.
You know, it's fine. I don't. Who was it? Come on, brain, kick in. Work. Who was I talking to? I don't remember who I was talking to. I have talked to so many people over his last year.
Like, I don't think anyone uses the word yonk. Don't know what yonk means, but to me it means yonks away.
I have heard yonk.
I'm just like, yonk.
I have heard that one.
I like that word at the moment. Just yonk. There's yoink and yonk. Yoink means something completely different to me than yonk does.
Yes, yonk was a word I heard from my South African friend Duzakino. That's where I heard that word from, yonks. And I'm like, what in the world?
Just yonks away, like miles away.
Yep.
Yonks.
That's exactly the way he used it too, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where I picked that up from, but I'm just like yonks.
I imagine from hanging around with Danny, probably.
I started saying it before Danny. I have no idea where I got. I don't know if I got it from my brother or something, but it started saying it, and I was like, "Whoop! There we go. It's a new word now."
Length of time and distance, yeah, yonk. it's a fun one to say.
If it's fun, I'll say it.
Hey, welcome to Talk Tuesday. We'll definitely learn something new, all right? Green Animal Dragon would like to know, given an option, what BG3 race would you be and why?
Wood Elf. I really like I grew up
I don't know what
I grew up in isolation, apart from where I live now, ish. But when, as a kid, up until about 18, 19, I lived in isolation. My parents both live on, in fields, basically. There is nothing, but woodlands. So I grew up with woods and trees and a river, somewhere and all around. The woods are single-handedly one of my favorite places to be, and where I live now, there's hills and woodlands everywhere, and it's quiet, and there's a moat down the road somewhere, which is covered in trees and stuff. And
there's a moat?
Yeah.
Have you put a drawbridge
I also live next
it?
to a castle.
Did you put a drawbridge across it?
No. Just a big moat. A big moat with trees and woodlands, and then just down the road is a big castle.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity. If you've got a moat and you don't put a drawbridge on it, like total missed opportunity.
I did wonder why there was like nothing in it, like in the middle. Yeah, there is a plaque that I should probably go and read, considering I've grown up like next to this village. And I've never read the fucking plaque on why there's a moat.
Here lies a plaque that Krim will never fucking read. That's what it says.
Yes, literally. We need to go on a forest date. Bet. When? I'll bring the picnic.
I heard plank like pirate.
The picnic basket.
Walk the plank.
Look at the bling.
Such a good one. Let's see. Zodicus would like to know, your bread used for sandwich doesn't need to be toasted, right?
The bread that I use for a sandwich?
Yes, it doesn't need to be toasted, right?
Well, if it's a ham and lettuce sandwich, then no. But if it's a ham and cheese sandwich, then yes. It all depends what's on the sandwich.
Forget pizza toppings around here. It is about the state of your bread in your sandwich.
Well, Zoda, I said sometimes yes, so I think I win.
It's fine. Leticus would also like to know, when is your next Among Us game night?
When you will want one.
Well,
I don't know when anyone's free. Do I have to stick it in the Discord again? Everybody. Right now, my lord. What about this weekend? I could do this weekend.
You can't have her right now. She is currently indisposed.
Me and my coodle legs can't be anywhere else but here and there, sorry.
That's right.
Sorry, nubs, because I don't have legs because you've took my kneecaps. Pre-booked until after... What, Zoda? Then after Christmas. You made it out like I had to do this shit right here, right now. Fucking hell.
I can see you are still learning the ropes of the Zoda.
My schedule is wide open. If you can't tell. Apart from Tuesdays. Weekends are free. Apart from maybe Saturdays or Friday. Maybe.
You know, you really need to define your term about free when you're like, they're free. Oh, except for, and then there's this, and it doesn't sound very free to me.
I forget family members exist sometimes.
Sounds anything but free. But free. A state of being coodled.
Wide open? Really? You all picked up on that?
I was trying not to since the noodle discussion earlier.
The noodles, the squirty cream.
Yeah. I'm just really trying not to. Zoda would like to know, do you prefer streaming solo games or multiplayer games with selected others? What is your preference?
Multiplayer.
Now,
like
is that
company?
So you have a specific group of people that you always do multiplayer with, or is it like no, I just like playing with other people in general?
It's very much all depends how I'm feeling on the day with certain people, and that's not like a fuck you. It's more of a what can my brain handle and what cannot my brain handle. I just read Soda's question.
You okay?
So like some games I also have like specific people I play with, like DBD, it always has to be now, if I play it now, it always has to be Danny, Norky, and Carmine if it's DBD.
Is that like a hard requirement? Or that's just your preference?
That's like I like it like that. I don't much like change. If it's customs, then whoever. If someone isn't available on when I want to play, then I can always bring someone else in. That's not a problem. But if everybody is free, and then it's right, let's go.
Then it's no, I've got my preference of group mates.
Yeah, I've got my people.
Again, there's you shouldn't feel bad about having a preference of people that you play a certain game with, right? I think a lot of us tend to get hung up on the fact that we want to play with everybody, but we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. There is some truth in the fact that, you know, on certain games, you just have a preference to play that game with somebody else because you have a better time, it's more fun. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Elden Ring is Ricky and now a Carmine thing. Baldur's Gate, I'm struggling. That's like the game that I can play solo. I want to play it with other people, but I think I speed through things a little too fast for other people to want to play with me. And I'm like very, very impatient when I know something off by heart. That I just go, Nyong.
Well, that's fair. That's the way you like to play it. Yeah. I'm certain playing a game for a year would probably drive you a little bunkers.
Yeah, I had to take breaks from it. I'm like, right, okay. Before I start hating my favorite game, let me just stop for a minute.
Oh, well, that's what the FAFO group did. We played Baldur's Gate for a solid year. Every Sunday. Without fail.
There you go. Every Sunday. I was doing every day for like 12 to 17 hours a day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's I was like, I'm gonna have to stop myself or I'm gonna physically hate the game. Like I do with Sims all the time. Like I ditch it for 6 months, come back, binge it, and then hate it again. And then won't touch it. And then go back and then binge it.
Now, is binging a regular activity for you?
In which way?
In regards to your nudes.
In my nudes? I don't binge it. I like to take it one day at maybe 1 or 2 days at a time. Times a day at a time. Oh my god, help. I can't word. 1 or 2 times a day. Fucking hell, there we go. I like to restock every time I have the chance. But they don't last long.
No, generally speaking, noodles don't tend to last very long, unfortunately.
No.
They don't ever seem to last as long as you'd like them to. I think it's probably...
No, they kind of sit there for a little bit, and then once it's done, you just deal with them, and then that's it. You don't need them again until the next time.
They're just gone.
You want some nudes? Go on, fucking. I'm trying so hard.
Well, I'm hoping we haven't, helped you to go for it to gone off your passion for nudes.
I'm gonna make my nudes later, right? And I'm gonna be sat there giggling while the fucking kettle is boiling.
This is why we say context means everything, and it so does. Like context. I would ask what was the worst out of context experience you've had, but I don't think I want to know. So we're just going to we're just going to skip that one.
There is so many. So
Like my
many.
brain went, yeah, this would make a great question. No. This is a bad question. Don't ask this question. We're going to move on.
Like, shit, oops. Let's not do that. That's going to open up some doors.
That's got too much we have to unpack for that.
Yeah, like shit.
Zutta would also like to know, what does no pants dance mean to you? Asking for a friend. That friend is him.
So, you know the sax dance where it's like, that is what I can imagine, right? But with no trousers on. Just while thrusting, while doing the sax thing. And it's just no pants on. And pants, I'm saying this in American, so like no trousers, but you do have underwear on, and it's just
Nope. I'm back to coodling again, and all I can see is the coodle coming through the door again. And that is now what they're doing. It's cuddling time.
Oh my god.
Quick, I've got the anti-coodling device. Break out the squirty cream.
I'm ready. No, because then when you say that, I think about have you ever watched the fucking one of the Katy Perry videos where she's got the bra on, but it's like the squirty cream that comes out? Have you seen that?
Yes, I've seen those.
Yeah, that's all I can think about when you say that is a coodle coming through the door with one of them on going, I'm prepared. With the fucking fingers or paws on the bloody spring spit going, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We're going to break in. Oh, it's definitely gone way downhill because we're now breaking SpongeBob into this. It's too much.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Oh. And in certain part of this country, mayonnaise is actually half of a sentence.
What?
In certain portions of this. So there's a dialect we refer to it colloquially as rednecks.
Yes.
And so mayonnaise is actually two words that they put together all the time. Man, they is, days. Mayonnaise, some rather ignorant people. It's half your sentence. Mayonnaise, some ignorant people.
Holy shit, the more you know. I'm going to keep this information in my brain now. I'm going to give it to some other poor soul. And then they have to carry that around. This is marvelous. You've done me a solid.
So, yeah. I don't know how much of a solid I've done you on that one, but, you know, there you go. Man, it's not an instrument. No. It's the same people that gave us that lovely word "yont to." You want "yont to" do this?
Oh my god.
It's fine. You just never know what you're going to run into out there. Let's see. And then the last question we have on the list here, and that will be, then we'll break into your final two questions for the evening. because we are in the last 15 minutes. It is that time.
Oh my god, already?
Yeah. Everybody says that.
Holy
Like, really? Wait, we're done already? 3 hours have gone by? Yeah, it disappears quick. When you have fun, it disappears real quick.
I can't tell if AJ is saying that because they want to hear more or the fact the puzzle's not done yet.
There's still 15 more minutes, and the puzzle's mostly done. Like, it won't take much longer to finish it up.
Oh, it is about me. Okay, I love you, AJ.
Mostly, I think AJ has been enjoying the experience of a Talk Tuesday. I think a lot of people enjoy the experience of a Talk Tuesday. We've made a lot of connections and helped to stimulate people's Tuesday evenings. I'm trying to. I was trying to figure out how to work nudes into that. I'm just like, you know what?
I was about to say, what with nudes and squirty cream?
I just decided I would leave it out. I'm like, nah, we're good. Yeah, coodling. It's a high stimulation environment.
You will need a coodle in your life.
Do you know that needs to be a thing now? I'm sorry, you're stuck with this. That is now officially your word. You're just so you know. Next time you stream, I'm coming by asking when was the last time you got a good coodling.
Hashtag the coodling is real. Hashtag Tuesday coodling. Tuesday. Cream Pringles fan art. Smash. I need to see this immediately.
All the best, right? All the best stuff. But yeah. The puzzle's coming along smashingly. The edges are finally all done. It's just literally it's just brute forcing the last couple of pieces. And so you just kind of grab a piece and then just start taking it around to the various different pieces and be like, yep, goes there. So no, I think Rose was definitely yelling about being done already because they were yelling when it was their turn and they were done after 3 hours. It's like, yep, that's the end of the 3 hour. No, I don't know. I don't want it. I want to just stay here forever. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. Otherwise, if they never came to an end, you would never make your way over to the fantastic Crimson Assassin channel and watch them the next time they go live. Then you can get all your squatty cream and your nudes that you're going to stand in one spot.
Nudes and squirty cream.
I'm at a point where I'm like, I just need to open an OF account and just like post pictures of nudes.
Yes. You have to dress them up in different dishes. Like make the dish look all fancy.
No. Just cover them in different crim.
Ah, yes, and the cult merch.
He's terrible. But yes, Zed would like to know when was the last time you performed an assassination? I would say they've been successfully assassinating this conversation for this evening. They have been killing it.
Yes. I'll take that.
Right. Exactly. It's always a fantastic time. I'm gonna hate to make this commentary, but it has to be said. But I don't know about you, but my jaw is a little on the sore side.
My my god. My throat got a little dry, but it's okay. I've been drinking cock this whole entire time. My nudes are waiting for me. I just gotta go. And unfortunately, no squirty cream, but I do have nudes.
Well, there you go. Halfway to a good evening, right?
And amazing.
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 It's that second A. You got to take that A and wrap it with some air so you get amazing. And then everything else. There you go. See? Getting better at it. It is. Oh, there you go. There's last couple.
Somebody's running. Look at you going.
See? Woo! When you get down to like the last 15, 20 odd pieces left over, yeah, it doesn't take long. Literally, it's just brute forcing your way down through it. But
I'm so proud of you all.
Well, if you look at the scores, Rose is probably, Rose totally killed it. Did most of the puzzle on their own. So your final questions. We are approaching the end of 2024. It has been a fantastic year. It's been an amazing year. It's been a fun year. Right? But there's not much time left in 2024. So between the end of this year and this time next year, do you have any like big plans or anything else, like celebrations, parties, or anything else that you want to call attention to that you're going to be doing on your channel? Mostly we're asking because we want to get a sneak peek in on upcoming special events that you haven't told anybody on. Like,
I have been debating doing a full 12-hour going into New Year's Day from New Year's Eve. And deciding what I want to do with it. I don't think I think I've streamed every New Year's for the past 3 years. I don't think I've missed a New Year's. So I'm like, that I want to do. But otherwise, I think December's a little packed for me to do anything big. The next 24-hour or 48-hour, more like, is the next target I want to reach follower-wise. As soon as I hit 500, I want to do a 48-hour stream.
You are going to take, realistic breaks and sleep during that 48-hour, right?
Yeah, I mean, I figured I did 34 like 2 months ago. So I'm like, what's
and
48?
You went absolutely like cross-eyed.
That was set for 24 hours. I had a whole fucking me bob for it. And then someone came in on the last hour and gifted 5 subs, and I was like, shit. So I was like, you know what? There's no cap. Fuck it. So I ended up doing 4 hours, and then did the last 4 that I was meant to do separately. I did onto 2 other streams.
Okay. So there you go. What we know is that we need to hustle out there and spread the word of the fabulous Grim and their expertise in coodling and their love of nudes with cream sauce. Squirty cream. Yes. Get this right. Squirty cream.
Squirty cream.
I have a feeling that what you're calling squirty cream, we call whipped cream here in the U.S.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's whipped cream over here, but I grew up saying squirty cream, so it's squirty cream to me.
It's just fine. But that doesn't make the situation any better.
Oh, no, not in the slightest.
But yeah, anyways. Last question for the evening, and then, you get to pick our raid target. We have a collection of fantastic, knowledgeable people on everything there is to know about the Crim. Or at least what we've learned tonight about nudes and squirty cream. If you had to give a piece of advice to either yourself, like an early version of yourself just getting started, or a brand new streamer coming up on the scene trying to get started, what would have been that one piece of advice that somebody told you when you were getting started, or that you could tell somebody getting started that would like make things easier for them? Be like, oh yeah, had I known this, my life as a streamer would have been easier back then. I learned this eventually, but you know, here's a piece of helpful advice that you should know.
A piece of helpful advice that I have learned, that is, when you are just starting out, then promote yourself in whatever you've got. But any games you play, make sure you are enjoying it. Don't force yourself to sit there just because it's a popular game and people are coming in. Don't do that. You will hate it. You'll sit there for 2 hours and feel like crap. Don't do that. Play something you enjoy. And another thing that I've seen people do that I have thankfully not done, do not, especially new ones, do not promote yourself on things that are like follow for a follow or anything like that, because that doesn't work.
No, that's just begging for more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I saw a few of my earlier friends do it, and I was like, don't do that. But I did the whole stream something that I wasn't too keen on to begin with, and I hated it, and I was like, this is really boring, but I'm getting views, so I don't want to. But don't do it. It's not worth it.
Well, no, and I think your viewers can tell if you're not into whatever it is that you're playing. If you're not enjoying it, then they're not likely to stick around because you don't have the same level of energy, the enthusiasm, the
interest.
Interest is a good word, but as the streamer,
I know what you're trying to say,
changes.
but I don't know the word.
Well, so your whole demeanor changes, right? If you're playing a game you're enjoying, you're vested in the game. You're doing silly things. You're having fun. You're laughing. You're giggling. You're really into the game, into what's going on, and you do things like make up funny story plot lines that are happening for the game or whatever else may happen. If you're not invested in the game, if you're really just not enjoying the game, all you're doing is just getting steadily angry at the game.
And then you're checking the time every 5 minutes, and it's been like, 15 minutes, and you're like, oh my god, I've got another hour.
Yeah, I've got 3 hours still to go, and for fuck's sakes. It's like, trying to get through a Talk Tuesday, and you're like, oh, this guest just sucks.
Like, fucking hell. It's only 2 minutes in. I want them to shut up.
I've never had that experience here on Talk Tuesday, which has been fantastic. Everybody's been wonderful. And I think is probably the best compliment that I ever get from these is right when we hit the time to quit. They're like, wait, we're done already? Yes, the time is done. And you've been having just as much fun as I have. So it is always a wonderful thing. But so you got 2 tag questions this evening. Aha. You said, oh, that's a good question twice today. But let's do. There we go. So we're going to start with the Twitch affiliate, the Twitch official shout out. So that should put a little heart up in the chat bar. If that heart isn't lit up and you see that thing coming up and you haven't pushed the button, the only thing I'm going to tell you guys is you're doing it fucking wrong. And you're missing out on some absolute fantastic content to go watch and see. A wonderful individual to enjoy and who puts out some real first-rate top-tier content. Go push the button. Go catch up with it. It's a good time, I promise. Then, the other thing we like to do is we like to do the actual video shout-outs so people can see some of the lovely action. Oh, it's going to do this again. We had this happen last time with But, so Twitch has changed up their clip endpoint, and so sometimes there it goes. Sometimes the clips just don't play. Oh, it's a BG3 clip.
It is an old one that is on Xbox. That's like a year ago.
You
Why
got
is it
shit
always
scared
me
out of
getting
you.
jumped?
There we go. We get a good clip shout out in there. It's absolutely fantastic time. Grim, you have been a wonderful guest. It has been a wonderful evening. Thank you for your time this evening. It has been an absolute pleasure. I learned more about nudes than I'd ever thought I'd imagine.
You're welcome. I'm here all week.
Now, where would you like to take this fabulous collection of amazing people to?
I found that person in one of my many DBD matches, and they are pretty
Coffin
cool.
Flop.
Yes,
Oh,
we kidnapped them in one match, and she played with us for a few games. I think we scared her a little bit. She's a good egg.
All right. Don't try to pin that message. Give me the name. Stupid thing. All right. There we go. All right. I've got it copied. We'll go say hi to Coffin Flop. I am going to definitely, if you would just hold on for 2 seconds so we go to the end screen. We'll get everybody set up so that they can do the raid messages and everything else. I just don't want your little picture there to disappear before we're ready.
Wait, my timing is awful. Let me choose another streamer.
Uh-oh. Did they just leave?
Yeah. My timing are god awful. What I tell you. This is like if I hadn't gone and double checked. Why is like no one bloody streaming? Would it Hales?
You want to go say hi to Hales?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I don't. Hales already knows what the deal is and what we're bringing to them. Okay, we'll go say hi to Hales then. Again, thank you. This has been phenomenal and fantastic. And dare I say, yes, even as much. It's been amazing.
Amazing.
You know what? I'm just going to take you to the end screen with me. How about that? We'll just do it together.
Woo.
There's the end screen. We did this last time with I think Rambling Danny too. It was just a good time. We were having fun. We just kept yakking away right towards the end of it all. Bo Zinin, thank you for the follow. Zoda, thank you for the resub. Hermeus Rose, thank you for the raids. You want to say goodbye, Grim, as we go send the raid over to Hales Venon?
Bye, you a fabulous lot.
Babysitting Smash? I'm concerned. Why babysitting Smash? Who have we been babysitting? I mean...
Remember to take your nudes with you guys.
Remember, always have your nudes nice and saucy. And don't forget a gentle dab of your squirty cream. There we go. There's the raid messages. First one's for all of you fantastic subscribers. The other one's for all you fantastic followers. Whichever one, grab it, copy. Let's go say hi to Miss Hales Venon. And until next time, well, continue to be the fantastic, fabulous, and amazing people that we already know you are. And until next time, well, you want to take it from here,
Doodle peep.
I love that. Toodle peep.
Doodle peep.
Oh,